Hey, hi everyone. Thank you for joining today's SAP community call. Um, my name is Minina Chow. I'm in the SAP community team based in Waldorf. And today with me is Kartik Paladugu, who is a consultant at Deloitte in India. He's today speaking about empowering cloud by Augmented Analytics, SAP Analytics Cloud. And we had the pleasure to have him as a community talk speaker at SAP TechEd this year in Las Vegas. So I'm really happy to have you here and presenting this topic to the online audience as well, Kartik. And I would love to just start now with your presentation and have a Q&A session afterwards. But everyone is welcome to ask their questions in the Q&A functionality below. So if you click on this, it's possible for you to ask your question, and we will get back to it once the presentation is over. And of course, we'll have some time afterwards for an open discussion if you would like to. So Kartik, I would like to hand over to you, and thank you for your presentation.
Thank you, Menina. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the session. So today we'll be discussing about empowering cloud by augmented analytics. Like purely what we are going to discuss here is with respect to SAC augmented functionalities and how SAC is different from other analytic products, and like when we need to use SAC, and like why we need to prefer SAC compared to other analytics products. And at the last of this completion of presentation, we'll be showing a small demo with respect to augmented functionalities. So coming to agenda wise, we'll be discussing about what is augmented analytics and how it got emerged, and who are the current BI market players, like BI platform vendors in the current market, and how augmented analytics in public cloud is getting improved by day. So coming to augmented analytics, so it's the name of augmented analytics, how it came and like how it has been evolved, we'll be discussing in further slides. So coming to the first point, that is also being coined or named as third wave of analytics. Coming to analytics waves, we have totally three waves of analytics. First wave of analytics is nothing but a traditional analytics, where purely whoever has a data science knowledge or kind of a design knowledge, they used to work on that. And the second wave of analytics is self-service analytics. If you are aware of the particular tool and functionalities in that tool, you can work on that. The third wave of analytics is smart analytics, where business users can directly log into the tool without the need of data scientists, and they can directly work on BI tool to get your visualizations or to predict your data and to view your data, like insights towards your data. Everything can be done by the business users. That is mainly a third wave of analytics. What Gartner did is that it coined or it renamed that to augmented analytics, because previously the name of this is a smart data discovery. They coined this name as augmented analytics. So what is actually augmented analytics? So augmented analytics is nothing but a combination of a business intelligence plus artificial intelligence, where what actually BI means, what it will do is it will use few technologies. Suppose we have Microsoft BI, Tableau, and SAP BI. We have different tools. What it will do is it will pick the raw data and it will provide the meaningful information. What actually AI will do is just it will perform your work in a smarter way. So what augmented analytics is doing is it provides a meaningful information by using smart functionalities. So what actually happened is it will transform your data by using a new functionalities. By 2020, most of the BI platform vendors are trying to use these functionalities or embed these functionalities into their platforms because whoever are trying to like embed these functionalities, they will be having huge growth coming to the business, or like uh, smart functionalities wise. So if you look at the screen, so current market players or the current leaders in analytics, that is with respect to augmented analytics. If you see the leaders are visionaries or niche players or challengers here. So now this is actually 2019 Jan report. Now, if you consider, if you want to have all the functionalities in a single product, is nothing but like as AC is the one tool which is providing all this functionality. So what it is doing is it is providing a visualization functionality, it is providing a discovering functionality, a planning functionality, and predicting functionality. So the four functionalities have been embedded into a single tool, that is as a SaaS tool. So now it became a leader in the market. After that, Microsoft BI and later Tableau. But like usually, if you compare analytics point of view, like only visualization point of view, Tableau is a market leader. But to predict and planning and to discover, SAC will be the like market leader because of all these functionalities embedded into a single product. So if we want to know what who are the other software platform vendors in the analytics world, if you see in the screen, we have Domo, a Tableau, and MSBI, and Looker, and SAP, and more other tools are there. But coming to a Looker, recently GCP bought this tool. Like GCP is trying to evolve into a kind of analytics market. It is trying to evolve day by day. It is embedding analytics functionalities into the cloud. So what is actually disruption in the analytics and BI? Usually we have two concepts. One is innovation and disruption. What actually innovation is, if you are going to do a new things, that is nothing but a innovation. Here in the disruption, what we are doing is we are obsoleting the old things. So what will happen is if you get a latest functionalities, suppose like now SAC has been like embedded with the predictive functionalities. Previously, if you want to have a predictive functionality, what we used to do is we used to use PA 3.2 or PA 3.1 by which is provided by SAP by embedding R into HANA. I mean, it's like 3 to 4 tools we used to work, and we used to create a predictive scenarios. But now with this SAC, the disruption happened. That is like augmented analytics functionalities has been included into SAC. Then these functionalities we can directly consume. If you check the latest Gartner report, if you want to improve your business, or if you want to be a kind of a differentiated between a different like organizations or something like that, we need to have, or we need to keep in mind below things. So most of them voted that like 26% of things need to be invested on analytics and BI, whereas a digitization a 14%. So most of the technology area to improve your business, or if you want to be differentiated from other organization or other industry area, you need to invest much on analytics and BI. So from now, what we will be doing is in the ongoing forward slides, we'll be showing a different functionalities with respect to SAC and Tableau. We'll be showing what are the differences present in Tableau and SAC, and like who are the different cloud vendors providing the augmented functionalities, and like why do we need to go with SAC. Coming to Tableau augmented functionalities, if you check Tableau, we already know that like Tableau is a uh, leader in visualization market. It has got a huge market towards a visualization tool. Here what they did is they also included augmented functionalities, because like nowadays like if most of them want to use a big data, they'll be investing much on big data, but to analyze that data you need to have a kind of a different tools. Means like manually we can't analyze the data because there may be like ordered data and like unstructured data will be there. So what we need to do is we need to use different analytics tools. In that also, to analyze large amount of data, we need to have some smart functionalities. So what Tableau also did is it also invested on augmented functionalities. It also has three features like ask data feature is there, which is equal to smart insights or such insights in SAC, and explain data functionality is there, and statistical model functionality is there. So these three functionalities are smart functionalities in Tableau. And coming to data sources support wise, it is supporting almost around 40 plus of data sources. But differentiated from SAP, what actually the difference between SAC and Tableau is, it is mainly focused on visualization, not discovery, planning, and predicting. So that is the one disadvantage of a Tableau over SAC. So if you check in the Oracle point of view and Salesforce point of view, Oracle also invested on augmented functionalities, but it has not that much into the market, and the functionalities compared to SAC and Tableau, Oracle is into below below under these two products. If you check in the Salesforce, since from 2016, what they did is they acquired Beyond Core, and what they did is they rebranded that into Einstein Discovery, which has got these all smart functionalities, but like planning and discovering options are lagging behind SAC. If we go into a public cloud environment, we have a public clouds like GCP, AWS, Azure. These are the market leaders as of now. The problem with these public clouds come for augmented analytics wise, you need to use multiple services to get these functionalities. There is no single service that is being provided by AWS or GCP or Azure. So because like if you want to get all these functionalities, you need to combine multiple services to create these functionalities. If you want an example, what they have is they have few pre-configured solutions. Suppose if you go into public cloud AWS, they have a predefined pre-configured solution that is not a service, where like you need to directly deploy on your VM. Once after creating a VM, you need to install this service, this solution. For AWS, they have smart and augmented analytics tool. If you check GCP and Azure are being supported by Telius, as this is a leading provider of AI-powered augmented analytics software, because like they support to run their instance on GCP. But like coming to public clouds point of view, we don't have any single service like SAC or Tableau. Coming to SAP Analytics Cloud. So what it is doing is it is not only providing all augmented analytic features, those are not smart features. It is also providing a planning functionality and visualizing functionality. So what it is doing is it is basically using machine learning language to perform these smart functionalities. Pricing point of view, we'll be comparing in the end of this slide. Suppose like if you want to know the pricing point of view, SAC per user license, it is costing $22, whereas Tableau it is costing around $70. But like the functionalities wise, SAC has got 4 functionalities, which includes visualization, discovering, and planning and predicting. So how this SAC works, we'll be seeing in this slide. If you want to get a tenant, SAC tenant, we need to request them. What actually happens in the background is SAC tenant picks HANA tenant from SAP, which is SAP Cloud Platform, where in SAP Cloud Platform, you need to select Cloud Foundry version, because these all smart functionalities like Smart Predict and all these functionalities are available in Cloud Foundry environment. If you go with a Neo environment in SAP, it won't support, because like basically Neo environments most of the time supports 1.0 version, whereas in Cloud Foundry That is a multi-cloud strategy. It supports latest versions, whereas like currently it is being used like 2.0 OSP4, where like almost all the latest ML functionalities and other integrational functionalities with respect to a third-party level, like R integration and TensorFlow integration, are being supported by latest HANA environment. So we need to go ahead with SAP Cloud Foundry tenant to get all these latest smart predict functionalities. And for these smart functionalities, there is no separate charge included. Whenever we get SAC tenant, directly these functionalities are part of or embedded with SAC tenant. Suppose like to perform these SAC smart predict functionalities, we need to have a machine learning algorithms, and how machine learning algorithms are being fetched, I'll be showing here. Suppose if you have a SAP tenant, SAC tenant, SAC tenant backend, that is the base platform is SAP. In SAP, you'll be having HANA environment. HANA has these libraries, PAL, automated predictive library, and domain specific libraries, and custom C+ algorithms. These are in database capabilities, where like this predictive analysis library is nothing but it's an embedded library present in HANA, where it has got lot of machine learning algorithms with respect to classification algorithm, regression algorithm, or time series algorithm, and remaining other algorithms like outlier detection algorithm, recommendations, link predictions. Lot of algorithms are a part of a predictive analysis library. These are like HANA in database capabilities. Whereas domain specific libraries are nothing but they are specific to component with respect to, suppose if you want to have a supply chain related solution functionalities, so these domain specific libraries consist of those algorithms. Coming to database level integration, you can directly integrate R, where like you can develop R algorithms, like machine learning algorithms and R, and the same can be used in your SAC platform. Or TensorFlow integration is also possible with the newer versions of HANA. So from here, like we will be discussing on the smart functionalities. Our primary mode of this presentation is like showing the smart functionalities the end of the session, and we'll also discuss about these smart functionalities. So as previously discussed, these smart functionalities or smart features are coined as augmented analytics. What are those functionalities? We have totally 4 functionalities. One is search to insight, other one is smart insights, and the third one is smart discovery, the fourth one is smart predict. So all these functionalities are a part of SAC tenant. So no separate charge is required to get these functionalities. So first, a search to insight. What actually it will do? Search to insight is a functionality which is present in SAC. It uses NLP or natural language processing. So what it will do is whenever you want to get a data or whenever you want some answer on the fly for a question, for your question, directly what we can do is we can ask here. What we need to do is we need to select our model and we need to ask a question. Means like by using NLP. Usually what we used to do is we used to type a query, select statement, or some operation we used to do, DML operations we used to do, fetch the data. Means like standard operations like select statement we used to do, get the output. But what NLP will do is, it is like a normal conversation between the two persons. Suppose like I want a number of events that occurred in 2016 or 17 or 18, means directly we can type a question, automatically it will show the output. That is search to insight. What actually smart insights? This is a second functionality which is a part of augmented analytics, the smart functionality. What it will do is it will define top contributors or top contributions behind your data. So what it will do is it will go into a granular level of your data and it will get the output. That too within a single click. No need to check on each and every data and each and every uh, content in the model. On a single click, you will get the complete data. Means like smart insights you'll get. So what you'll get is top contributors with respect to your data. How it will do is by using ML algorithms. How like they will take care is the background, it will automatically fetch the data by using ML algorithms, and it will generate the output by analyzing the data. The next functionality is smart discovery functionality. What actually it will do is whatever the information we are seeking that is important, if we select that information, based on that, it will use the machine learning language by using the predictive algorithms. It will create the story, it will show the key influences with respect to your data, and it will also provide the insights of your data and quality of your insights. Means like whatever the output is generated, right? The quality, the output is quality or not, whatever the influences is provided, that is the correct or not. So it will provide the quality result outset. So everything like the smart discovery or smart insights or suggestive insights or smart predict, everything needs a machine learning algorithm, which are packed into PAL library in the SAP HANA tenant. The final and foremost important thing is a smart predict. What actually and why most of the organizations are using predict functionalities, they want to know in the future of the particular product or like a particular kind of anything, like they want to know about the future predictions. Most of the organizations are trying to invest on prediction, predicting functionalities, where like they are trying to get the help of most of the time data scientists, and they are spending a lot on data scientists. But the problem is like business users or the end users, business users don't know. If they don't know the kind of algorithms, then it becomes difficult to the business users. So now with this smart predict functionality, what we can do is easily we can predict the future, and also we can provide the better decisions. Here, like no need of involvement of data scientists. If you are aware of your problem, or if you are aware of your business question, then automatically you can predict data like output. Here, mainly in SAC, the currently being supported algorithms are three algorithms. Like three algorithms are a classification algorithm and regression algorithm and a time series algorithm. These three basic algorithms are being supported. And how it works is actually, if you provide some input to your data, training data set, which consists of amount some data, what it will do is using a partition strategy, 75% of data, original data, is used by predicting functionality, and internally it will create a multiple versions. With the multiple versions, within the multiple versions, it will choose the best version. After creating the best version, what it will do is a remaining amount of 25% of data set, which is a part of 100% of data set, it will again compare with the original data set, and it will perform the cross validation whether whether the output of the predicting scenario or predicting model is good or not. Once after performing that, it will generate the final predicted model. If the model is good, then what we can do is directly we can apply on other models. So now if organizations want to invest on augmented analytics, what organizations need to know? So first, what we need to know is, does your organization want to invest in augmented analytics? And later, what they want to know is like whether they have a proper business question or not. Means like they have huge amount of historical data or not. If they don't have historical data, there is no point to use these predicting model functionalities, because like to create a model, you need a historic data, that too for predicting functionalities. And next, coming to that, we need to know whether they want to invest on-premise or cloud. If you go with on-premise, there are chances of huge infrastructure cost involved in that. And we need to know whether you have like cleansed data or not. And later, we need to know that like necessity of a data scientist role. If your organization needs a data scientist, or like if you want to go ahead with the SAC functionalities directly, there is no need to use of and there is no need of a data scientist role. Where like business users, if they have a complete overview of their data model, and if they have a clear business question, they can directly go ahead and predict the create the model, train the model, and it can be applied on the similar data sets. So now what I'll be doing is I'll be showing a small demo with respect to these smart functionalities. Where like if you want to get these predicting functionalities, one more thing we need to remember is in SAP, other than China, it is being supported by all regions. For China region, still SAP is working on that to provide a predicting functionality. If you choose other regions, you'll get these predicting functionalities. So this is search to insights option. And if you click on create, you can see predictive scenario option. Suppose the first option is related to search to insights. So what we are doing here is here directly, I am considering a sample data set. The sample data set, I'm considering a planned event sample. This data model has got like 2016 data, which has like a number of events that occurred in US in 2016 with respect to university events or like promotion events, a lot of other events. So what I'm doing here is I'm just asking SAC to provide output of university events by state. So what I'm doing here is simply I am asking the system. It's a kind of a natural language processing. So like if you want to talk with the other person, you'll ask simply like this: university events by state. If I click on search option, see here, it generated the output. Just we typed university events by state. So here directly we can see the SAC automatically used that model and it brought out the results. California and Nevada and Oregon are the three states where the university events occurred. So what I am doing is I am copying into the clipboard. Here I'll be creating a new story. I'm copying into the new page. So this is the output which we received from search to insight. So what I am doing here is I'll be trying to apply smart insights option. What it will do is it will provide the top contributors and it will generate some kind of story. No need to manually type or something like that. Directly, if you click on this option, add smart insights. So what it will do is it will automatically create a story and it will show the top contributor. So number of events for 2016 for California is the top contributor. See here, that is 126% of the above the average. This is a smart functionality, smart discovery functionality. So what here it is doing is by using machine learning algorithms, it is trying to generate the top contributor list automatically. You no need to calculate or no need to create formulas or something like that. By using a backend ML functionality, it generated the top contributor list. So the coming to third functionality, the smart discovery. So I'm saving this page. So this is a smart discovery functionality. By using this functionality, what we are doing is we are going to generate a key influencers with respect to a particular model, and we are trying to explore our data. What it will do is it will also utilize a backend machine learning functionalities. So what we are doing here is we are going to use the same sample, but here what we need to provide is we need to select on what information we need to know clearly. Means like how much particular content we need to know. Means like suppose if I want to know about city or state or number of events or something like that, we need to choose. So if I want to know number of events for 2016, and if I directly click on run option, it will automatically build a story with respect to key influencers and whatnot. Like everything it will generate in a single click, and it will show in the document format view. In a second, we can get the complete information. For the backend, what it will do is it will use a machine learning algorithms to generate a story. Usually, like if you want to generate a story, means manually what we'll be doing is we'll be comparing between multiple sheets, and manually we used to write previously. Or like you need a data scientist, whoever like has a good skill set on either R or Python or something like that. They need to create a sample model for this to perform this activity. But here, the backend or function backend ML algorithms will generate everything. See here, like it showed summary of number of events for 2016, and it automatically analyze based on the frequency. And here, if you click on key influencers, it showed three key influences for the number of events for the 2016. It generated a summary and also insights quality. The predictive algorithm with respect to this, what it is showing is number of events for 2016. What are the key influences are nothing but based on city, because city has got the highest influence. Because like suppose California is there, or like if you go into Nevada, like Las Vegas, because based on the city, you'll be having a lot of events. So what it is saying is city has played the highest influence, followed by state. First, city played priority role, and later state came into picture. If you check the insights quality, planned event sample point of view, it is saying that whatever the model it generated, it seems to be a confidence model. It gave 4 out of 5 rating. If you want to see the relationship between the influencers also, we can compare here between the state and event and something like that. We can compare means we can do here. And it will also show the simulations with respect to events and other stuff. Here we can change the options and we can see. But like key influencers are going to play a key role for smart functionalities. That is, smart data discovery will show the key influencers. The fourth functionality and the last functionality is a predictive functionality. This is a predictive scenario option which we need to select to create a model. So here, what we are doing is, suppose like we need to know what kind of algorithm we need to use initially. You want to go ahead with the classification algorithm or regressional algorithm or time series algorithm. You need to basically, if you have a business question, the clear scenario, then automatically you can classify by using yourself. Suppose if you want to go ahead with classification, what it will do is it will provide the probability either yes or no. Suppose example, if you see here, if you want to know the customer will be want to continue, or like you want to opt out of your organization means, then you can go ahead with classification algorithm. What regression algorithm will provide is it will provide the variable outputs. Means like either suppose if you want to predict the price of an imported product, you have transport charges and tax duties information. Based on that, you want to predict the price of your product, then you can go ahead with regression algorithm. If you want to go on time series, means like numerical related information is there, then you can go ahead with time series algorithm. But the main thing is all these algorithms are being embedded into a backend HANA version. If you are using Cloud Foundry tenant, then only you'll get these functionalities. Because 2.0, SP04 or SP03, whatever the SAP tenant is there in the backend, in the Cloud Foundry, that will be the latest HANA version. Whereas in Neo environments, that will be HANA version will be the old version. Here, what I am doing is I selected classification scenario. I'll be creating a training model here. So what I'm doing is test underscore customer underscore the bank model I am creating. So what I'm doing is here I am selecting a predictive model for bank. So here what I am doing is initially you need to select your business data set. So what I'm doing is I have already imported a sample data set. We have a bank data set and customer churn data set and other two data sets are there. So what I am doing is I am selecting customer churn data set. The target is nothing but a business question. So here what we are doing is we are trying to predict whether the customer is wants to stay with the bank or they don't want to stay with the bank. So what we are doing is here we are selecting the business question as contract activity, whether he will be staying with the organization or not. What we are doing is we provide the data set and we selected the target, that is a business question, and we clicked on train. What it will do is by using the backend functionality, machine learning functionality, it will automatically create the model. As previously shown, this is a scenario what will be going to happen. Initially, what it will do is by using partition strategy, whatever the amount of 100% of data we have, in that 75% will be initially used and it will automatically create the final output. That is a test model. That is a trained model it will generate. So here, if you see predictive power and predictive confidence, the confidence of your model, a data set seems to be 96.26%. That means your model is a good model and it can be used for other data sets which are similar to your business question. Suppose like if you want, suppose if I consider World Bank data set now and I created a trained model and your business question seems to be whether the customer wants to stay with you, means you want to subscribe with you, or like you want to opt out with you, means state banks data is there. Suppose like if your local banks data is there, the same model can be applied on that. So here you need to see first predicting confidence and predictive power. If this seems to be good, then we can use the same model and it can be compared with and it can be used for other models. Here like you'll be having a different options with respect to your training model. Who are the influences for this? So in this, like whatever the sheet I uploaded, right, it has got all these things and you need to see the contribution and who influenced a lot. And basically machine learning point of view, for the data scientist point of view, this comes into picture, confusion matrix and everything. Like from our like a business user point of view, once the data model has been created or the predictive model has been created and the predictive model confidence is good, then directly the same model can be applied on a different data sets which has a similar business question. uh, yeah, like, any questions?
So thank you, Kartik. For now, there are no questions. I would say, I mean, if you don't have any more points, we can slowly close with the session. But depending on you now, if there's anything you want to share further, feel free to share. If not, for everyone who's attending and everyone who's listening to the recording interested in this topic, we have an SAP Analytics Cloud tag in the SAP community. And there you can read blog posts and ask questions, get questions answered, find answered questions, all this. And yeah, so Kartik, would you say you covered everything, or do you have something more important to say right now?
Yeah, like I have covered almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Perfect.
yeah.
I think it was a great extension of what you did in SAP TechHead, and it was also good that you walked us through with your demo. Really nice. And then I would say we close this call. And thank you so much for presenting. And thank you for everyone for your time attending this call.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for everyone attending for this session.
Yeah. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.